Today, we are going to be testing out some of the things from the Essemce Spring Summer 2024 update. I got a few little things, we're going to be trying them out. Let's get into it. Alright, this year Essemce was very mysterious with their update. And I was really like, when am I going to be able to purchase this? And I finally could buy some of these things at Boozy Shop. I couldn't get everything I wanted to get my hands on, but I got a few things here and we're just gonna be trying it out, doing a first impression, seeing what it's all about. First step, something that I really wanted to try was the Magic Filter Glow Booster. We had a similar product like this from Catrice, not from their current update, not from their newest update, but the one before. This is the Soft Glam Filter Fluid. The Glow Booster is something that I've enjoyed using. I feel like now that it's winter, it's emphasizing dryness a little bit, in the sense that it emphasizes a little bit of my texture that I am getting from having really dry skin in the winter. So we're gonna see how this one compares, if it's similar. I do have to say I really like the shade of this one. It seems very neutral, which I do really like because I am neutral to cool. The Catrice one is a little bit more yellowy. One thing that I want to note is this seems like the Essemce one, it seems really cheap, right? It's $3.99, it's really affordable, but if you kind of like do the math and think about how long this is gonna last you. Like, this is half of the Catrice one. This is 14 milliliters and the Catrice one is 30. So quite a difference there. But we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna see if the product itself is nice. Just looking at the price, it's probably the same as the Catrice. Like, the Catrice is about double the price, double the volume. I am gonna be using the Singe Beauty F01. This is a really nice brush to apply foundation-like products. This has a pump, not a doe foot applicator. I don't know really how I want to go about this. I'm just gonna pump a little bit on the brush. And let's just see. I do have a feeling like this is gonna be very glowy. So we're gonna see if I'm gonna like this all over my face. It feels a little bit more tuggy, a little bit more like stiff almost. Like not super creamy to apply. Don't know why I did this random dot. Smells a little odd, smells a little funny. It is very, very glowy. I definitely need another pump of this. Just gonna blend that all over the face. The thing that I like with these types of product is that don't have to be like the best blender in the world. You don't have to be that careful with the blend because it's like very lightly pigmented. So it's not gonna be like a stark line where you've not blended it properly. I would say it looks very highlighted. It does look very glowy. It has a slight bit of coverage to it. It is not sticky. I think this one would be a nice primer for other things. Let me zoom you in a little bit. I think this would be a nice primer for other things. For me personally, I don't feel like this is too glowy. Like, it's on the verge, but I think if I powdered it a little bit in the right places, I would actually quite enjoy it. It just, with a thin layer, it doesn't feel like it's too much like or greasy. I do feel though that it is emphasizing some texture, but it is very glowy, so it's gonna do that. It's, you can't really apply glowy products usually without it attracting some attention to like pores and fine lines, at least a little bit. Before we continue, I think it's time to try the Metaglow Multireflective Lip Gloss. So this is a very shimmery, kind of multicolored sparkle shimmer gloss. This is the shade 02 Digital Pink, and it's kind of like a toned down, kind of almost lilac-y pink. I have a little bit of lip oil on my lips. I'm gonna take that off, and I'm just gonna be applying this gloss on its own just to see what it looks like on its own. The smell of this is very typical, very chemically sweet, a very typical Essence lip product scent. I wish they would stop scenting their products like this. Maybe it attracts some people, but it isn't my favorite thing about their lip products. Sometimes I really like their lip products and then it's just such a chemical scent. I don't like it. Okay, very glowy. I do feel a little bit of grittiness on the lips. Like I do feel the glitter a little bit. But I think I quite like this gloss. But I personally quite like a little bit of a frosty gloss. I mean, sometimes I do enjoy them. It's very shimmery. It is frosty. I do feel like it gunks up a little bit. That's not so charming. I think this one is gonna fall in the fine category. It's not gonna be my favorite. I think it's just a little. I don't know. Is it goopy or is it fine now? It's just, for the price, I guess it's cute, but it's a little gritty. I'm gonna see how I feel. All right, I'm gonna apply a little bit of bronzer. This is a bronzer that has been around and I've already tried it, but I haven't shown it on camera. This is the Baby Goat Bronze. And this is shade 10 Cinnamon Spice. And I don't have a bronzer from the new collection, so this is what we're gonna do for right now. Just to add a little bit of a color and just to see how things work on top of that glow booster. This bronzer is a little like warm for me. Even though it's quite a cool tone bronzer, I feel like a lot of bronzers right now are just pulling very kind of warm on me, warmer than they usually do, because I am the palest I've been in years. At the start of the fall winter, I kind of forgot to go outside. And now we're here. And I'm trying to make up for it. I'm trying to go outside more. I mean, it's good for you, but I kind of forgot. Alright, we have a few options for the cheeks. I got the Essence Blush Crush in shade 60 Lovely Lilac. I wasn't really planning to buy any of the new Blush Crush blushes, but this shade did really catch my eye. I was like trying to be fast. I saw it. I was like, that is such a good shade, very different from my collection. I really love a purple blush, and this is kind of like a fresh, cool tone berry blush that I think I will really enjoy. But then for a highlight, we have two different options. We have the Baby Goat Glow liquid highlighter. It is still gunking up. The gloss is still gunking up. I wanted to like it, but I have a feeling this is not gonna be good. So the Baby Goat Glow liquid highlighter in 10 Sassy in Silk. This is kind of like a champagne highlighter, a poof style highlighter, Charlotte Tilbury dupe. We all know it by now. It's kind of like a product in its like a product type in its own right now. Like every brand has a poof style applicator, blush and highlighter. I also have the Essence Metaglow highlighter. It is a duochrome highlighter. What I realized this year, and I don't know if this is a thing every year, is that there are very similar products being released by Essence and Catrice at the same time. We have the Catrice Space Glam Hollow Highlighter, and then we have the Essence Metaglow Highlighter, which are both kind of like duochromatic, kind of weird highlighter, a little bit like futuristic, spacey. But I have to say they're very different. The Space Glam Hollow Highlighter is a shimmer highlighter, and it shifts from like a yellow almost to a kind of like pinky purple. It is much more iridescent. The Metaglow highlighter is definitely a pinky purple to a very bluish purple. So this is less wearable in the shade, but this formula seems smoother in the swatch. And then the Space Glam Hollow Highlighter, this shade is more wearable, but it's more shimmery. This gloss is driving me absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know if I've ever had experience like this in my life. I do want to try the Baby Goat Glow liquid highlighter like as a base. I want to try that first because I feel like I wouldn't really like put these two together, like the powder blush and then this highlighter. I feel like it will work better if I put the highlighter first. I do have to say the sponge of this one feels kind of like hitting your face with a rock, or like hitting your skin with a rock. Haven't tried it on the face yet, so we're gonna see. I'm just gonna apply a little bit. Let's squeeze a little out and apply a little bit on my face. It's just so hard. Why is it doing this to me? It's almost painful. Different brush. Let's see. Will a different brush work better? It dries down very quickly, very quickly. It does look quite pretty, but it was not the easiest to blend that I have experienced. So this is with the highlighter, this is without the highlighter. We already have a lot of glow from that base. I don't know if I love it purely because of the packaging. I'm gonna squeeze a little out and then I'm gonna use this brush to apply. So different technique, let's see what happens. Let's see how I feel about this. What I have noticed with some of these poof style highlighters recently is that they do emphasize texture a little more than some other cream and or powder type highlighters. They can sometimes look a little thick. How much product is in this? Let's compare it to Charlotte Tilbury. Alright, no shocking difference. This is 12 milliliters and this is 10 milliliters. That's fine. It just looks way smaller because, I don't know, it looks way smaller. The cap is the same and then the actual packaging is smaller. I think it looks quite cute, but I would have to kind of see how this develops. If it starts kind of cracking here, it's just something I don't like. Something I've been dealing with. But so far I feel like it looks fine on the texture. It did dry down fully. I really wanted to try the blush from this line. Couldn't get my hands on it. Probably will see if I can try it later. We're gonna try the Blush Crush. I'm just gonna grab a brush and we're gonna start with a little because I feel like this is gonna be very pigmented. Like, this is gonna go well. I hope so because I really like the shade. And if you have a deeper skin tone and you wanna get the result that people are getting with lighter skin tones with that really cool tone, baby pink, like candy pink, you can try a purple. I've seen that look gorgeous on people with deeper skin tone. I really like this blush. I feel like it's not really the blush I would pair with a liquid highlighter like that. I just feel like it's not really a combination, but it's fine. I just feel like liquid highlighters like this, they're kind of toned down in a little bit of an odd way when you apply a powder like this on top. And this is more of like a matte blush. So I personally wouldn't do this, but we're trying out some things. So sometimes things happen that you usually wouldn't do. Okay, it's not too pigmented. I felt like it was really easy to apply actually. It's super fresh. I do really want to try this blush with different items underneath. Like, I feel like the base is changing a lot here. I can't really fully see the actual like look of the blush because there's a lot going on, but it does seem to be kind of like a skin finish blush. It was really easy to apply. It was really nice actually. I'm pretty excited about that one. I am. Okay, time to try the other highlighter. Where did I put it? The Metaglow highlighter. I think it's gonna get a little crazy now. I think it's gonna get a little out there. It looks really blue. It looks really blue. Wow, that feels really cooling. Kind of like applying a gel on the cheeks. That is not something I was expecting. Why is this kind of cute? Why do I kind of like this? I do have to say, a kind of like cool toned lilac-y highlighter can really freshen up your face. Depends on your undertone. Like, it can also look really like gray and weird, but I have a neutral to cool undertone, and I feel like on me sometimes it can just look like really fresh. But I would pair it with more of a like cool tone blush for sure. I kind of want to use it as my brow bone highlight. I don't know why. I never even do a brow bone highlight, but I'm just feeling it. I want to connect this. Gonna experiment. Who am I? Am I looking crazy now? Maybe a little. Alright, and I also want to put a little bit of this in the inner corner. Ooh, that's cute. That is a cute inner corner. It is very, like, almost seems to be kind of like this black light vibe. Okay, what do we think? A bluish purple highlighter. Would you buy it? Would you use it? Or is it just something that looks like interesting or fun on a Instagram post or in a video like this? I think I kind of like it actually. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm kind of like, I could see myself using this once in a while. Like when it's the right occasion. I totally forgot that I wanted to use this brush. This is the new Essence blush and highlighter brush. I totally spaced. I forgot. I don't really feel like I need to apply more here. It does feel quite nice. I mean, let's blend the forehead a little bit with this. I don't know. It feels quite nice. Soft, but still a little grippy, like not too soft. It's not too big. I would say the quality of this is quite nice, but I haven't applied any product with it yet. Gonna do that later. I'm gonna come back to all of this in a makeup updates or like drugstore updates video, and then I will have tested that. I am sorry about that. Also, this nail polish, the Metaglow transforming top coat, I have decided not to put this on my current manicure because I'm really happy about it. I want to wear this for Valentine's Day. This is supposed to be a holographic nail polish, just like the topper that Catrice released. There was also a holographic topper. I don't know like what happens. It kind of feels like the same brand at this point. Not exactly, but some things they both do. This doesn't seem holographic. It seems to be interesting or like sparkly, but it doesn't seem to have truly holographic pigments in here. But I will have to try it out and then put a flashlight on it and then really see what it is. Like, I will tell you when it's not holographic. This nail polish, this Holotaco nail polish, I don't know if you can see it, this is truly holographic. This is crushed hollow. It's so beautiful. Would highly recommend it. The brand. This particular nail polish is not available anymore, so sorry. Alright, it's time to take off the lip gloss, and I don't mind. It didn't gunk up more, but I don't know. I don't know about it. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last product that I have to try today. This is the Essence, the Slim Stick 6-hour long-lasting lipstick. 6 hours is not that long in my opinion. I don't know if I would call it a long-lasting lipstick, or they're trying to kind of like cover themselves, like you can't really complain. They didn't want to say 8 hours or 12 hours, but we're just gonna see if this is a nice lipstick. I got the shade Brick Red 202. This was 100% a panic buy. I didn't even really look at the shades. The shades weren't even like really clear to me before this was finally available at Boozy Shop, but I don't mind it. Like, the swatch looked really nice. It is a brick red. It's kind of like a toned down, warm leaning red, which I can enjoy from time to time. So the scent is not as strong as the lip gloss. Don't know how to feel about it. It's not really like an issue, I think. I feel like I'm in need of a lip liner, but this applied relatively well. It's super creamy, it's super glidey, it's really pigmented. It doesn't match the look at all. I think this is gonna dry down a little bit. I think I'm gonna apply a little bit of lip liner. I'm gonna apply this kind of like deeper red one. I have to say this looks promising and it feels promising. It feels very comfortable, very nice. It has a beautiful effect on the lips. It's kind of like matte but very comfortable and it doesn't emphasize any dryness on my lips, which I really like. Let's do a little bit of a transfer test. It does transfer quite a bit. Still looks good though on the lips, but I am feeling like this is kind of like this still transferring lip product that still stays on, kind of like the new Catrice, liquid lipsticks that are shiny but long wearing. Like they transfer a bit, but they are still gonna look good after a couple of hours. I'm just gonna keep this on, and probably once this video is up on my channel in a few hours, who knows how many, I can tell you a little bit more about how I really feel about this long wearing lipstick. I think I might powder a little bit just to see how I feel about that. How do you feel about the shine on this? Do you feel like it's too much? Do you feel like I should powder my whole face? What are your feelings? Alright, now it's really powdered. Now I really powder my face. Except for, of course, the cheeks, because I do like them to be glowy. Alright, let's go over the products. What have we tried? The Magic Filter. So far, I like it. It doesn't feel too thick. I really like the color. The color of this is really nice if you're neutral, if you're a light neutral. Really great color. I feel like the little bit of coverage that this gives looks really nice on the skin. It is very light though, so it's a light coverage. It's very glowy but not sticky, at least to me with my dry skin. I can see myself using this more, especially because the color is really nice and I feel like it has a really nice finish if you powder down some of the places that don't need to be that glowy. And then the highlighter, I don't hate it, but I don't know if I really love it. I'll have to try it out a little bit more. I'll have to like try it out on its own. It is not bad. Like it's blendable, it blends out, it looks shiny on the cheeks. It doesn't have any weirdness, it doesn't emphasize any texture right away, it doesn't have any really big shimmer particles or anything like that. I just don't know if we really needed it, if it's really that special. But if you're really on a budget, like it's a good way to try a puff style highlighter like this. It's like good enough for trying it, at least. Then we have the Blush Crush. Really like it so far. It's a fun color. It's a little bit of a different out there color. Something that I really didn't have in my collection, and I have so many blushes. So I can't wait to use this more like spring summer, because this is such a fun bright shade. Then the Metaglow highlighter. I didn't know what to expect. I just threw it in the cart. I just wanted to like buy the things as quickly as possible before it all sold out, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised by this. Am I gonna wear this to the office? Am I gonna wear this on the daily? No. But it looks cute. It's very smooth. It's very like flattering for kind of like a blue purple highlighter. I really like it in the inner corner. It is just something a little different, a little out there, and I feel like if you're gonna try something different and you don't know if you're gonna like it, you might as well try it from the drugstore, just to make up your mind before you spend like 40 euros. The brush seems nice enough. I can't say much about it. Then the Slim Stick, I'm probably gonna be doing kind of like a pin comment, telling you a little bit more about it. I do have to say I really love this color. The way it feels, really nice. I am very impressed so far. I'm gonna see how I feel, but the end look is very interesting, but I feel like it was better than I expected. Like, oh right, no. I was gonna say everything was at least good, like is at least okay. The Metaglow lip gloss, it's a no for me. I like a lot of lip glosses, but this is not one of them. I'm probably gonna use it a little more just to see. But the Gunking Up wasn't my favorite at all. Like there are so many nice shimmery lip glosses. Just go to Kiko Milano, buy a 3D hider lip gloss in a shimmery shade. It's gonna be much better than this. Okay, this is gonna be everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe. And then I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.